First set.
British-American pair, Joe Salisbury and Desirae Krawczyk up against the All-American pair, Jessica Pegula.
Ready.
And Austin Krajicek. It'll be Joe Salisbury to get us underway.
Let. Second service.
Second seeds. Krawczyk and Salisbury. A tight one actually. It was caught side for the end of that first round match against Logan Kruger. The American pair came through 10-8 in the deciding break. They were down in that breaker. Just found
first service.
A bit of momentum just in time. Second round will be Bencic and Polasek. Bencic having a great summer. He's a gold medalist in Tokyo. That was 6 and 5. That's nice. And another tight one in quarterfinals over Shores and Gilles. Another breaker, so coming through the close ones, always good for the confidence. Sharp from Austin Krajicek early on.
Yeah, he saw that open racket face from Salisbury, and he knew that that was his green light to move forward.
Bursting with energy, intensity. American lefty. Yeah, it's just dropped in.
Krajicek was making sure she was covering that line there after, you know, the previous time on her side. Austin beat her with that forehand up the line. This time she slid a little further over. Nice volley there through the middle.
That's it.
School graphic there. Inaccurate briefly. So 30 so it's game point now for the servers. Oh, what a pickup that was. There we go. There's the evidence of Joe Salisbury's abilities.
First game. Austin Krajicek to serve.
It's really impressive the LTA's investment into their doubles and into their doubles players. You know, the resources and support they've given them.
Yeah, we have a good number of British men inside, well, towards the top of the ATP doubles rankings these days. Not too many weeks that go by without one of those guys going deep somewhere.
Oh, what an exchange.
He's so sharp.
30-11.
There's Louis Kaya. He is one of the men certainly responsible for a lot of that success. He's the name that you hear when any of the top British doubles players are asked about the quality of the expertise on offer. National Tennis Centre in Northampton. He's been a big part as Louis. Reputation as kind of a professor of doubles, isn't he? He has some incredible insight. There's some fascinating interviews with him over the years.
I know a lot of American guys who have partnered with British players who just come away raving about, you know, the wizardry that he brings to when explaining doubles and doubles tactics and strategies. biggest thing that they always talk about too is how much more
40,
organized
15.
they feel and how they feel like they're playing in a very systematic way. There's team Pegula Krajicek, Philip Farmer on the left, who coaches Austin Krajicek on the right, David Witt, Jessica Pegula's coach.
Great return. Took it so early.
14, 30.
Yeah, when Salisbury gets inside the court right there, as the net partner, you feel like that ball's getting on you and getting by you so quickly when he takes away time like that.
Game. Krajicek, Pegula.
So hold a piece. Just a
One game out.
quick dip into Austin Krajicek's recent results. Actually made 3 ATP finals this summer with 3 different partners. Newport, that was on the grass, that's just after Wimbledon, and ATP 250, Newport, Rhode Island, that was with Canadian Vasek Pospisil. And then Mark, you mentioned that run to the Cincy final
Krawczyk to serve.
Stevie Johnson. Masters 1000 event, of course, a fantastic week. And then Winston-Salem, which is the 250 just before the US Open, with Ivan Dodig. It's always a good sign, isn't it? A guy who's going deep in weeks with different partners.
A good hustle there from Jess Pegula, but that's what Joe Salisbury does to me. That's so impressive, the way he gets up for those overheads. It's so difficult to get that lob up and over his head.
The Olympics run as well. It was down to Tokyo. So Austin. Big moment for him, for Team USA. Played alongside Tennis Sangren in the doubles. Just missed out on the medal, didn't they? Must have been a disappointment, but generally a really positive summer for Austin Krajicek.
14, 11.
Yeah, Tokyo is actually where Austin Krajicek and Jess Pegula, first sort of, built this friendship that resulted in this mixed doubles partnership. They were on the same Olympic team and just chatting in Tokyo, and they decided, let's give it a shot in New York.
Game. Krawczyk,
It's pretty sharp from
Krawczyk, Salisbury lead 2 games to 1.
Joe Salisbury, second seeds. Take a narrow lead after 3 games played, 2-1. Look out for Noah Suarez in the future.
18 love.
The final today for Bruno. The guy's had a fantastic doubles career.
That's a reunited team right there. Murray Suarez.
Oh!
Unbelievable reactions from Salisbury.
15-all.
Yeah, these doubles players at the very top of the game, they're so good at the broken plays and improvising. These type of shots, no pro feeds you balls like that out of a basket.
Your instincts.
And you talked about Jessica Pegula's singles
13,
record.
15.
One of the biggest reasons she's improved so much is she's done a lot of doubles in these tournaments. She's, as her singles rankings moved up, she's been able to get in the doubles, and the doubles enhances her, her all-around game, her all-around skill set as a player.
Yeah, we're seeing that more and
14,
more.
15.
It feels like the younger players on tour playing a lot more doubles, and gives you an opportunity, I guess, to work on specific elements of your game and the confidence. A bit more fun sometimes, I suppose, as well.
Oh!
Way more fun than practicing. You get to practice, you get a lot of serve reps, a lot of return reps under pressure, a lot of chances at the net.
Game. Pegula Krajicek.
So 2 apiece, first 4 games. Split.
2 games on. First
Reminder
set.
to download the US Open app. Cheer on your favourite players, track latest scores, stats, highlights, play news, and more. That is available in the App Store and Google Play Store.
Semifinal.
Nice move from Desirae Krawczyk right there.
30-love.
Chatting with Pegula and Krajicek before the match, that was one of the things they were going to look out for, was a very active Krawczyk up there moving on the Salisbury serve. I think we might see some chip lobs today on the return. It was one of the things they were doing in practice earlier today.
It's the hand signals that we see a lot of in doubles at this level.
A lot
of talking, a lot of hand signals, communication so important, chemistry between successful partnerships.
(40-15). Game. Krawczyk Salisbury.
Goes with the slider to wrap up
Salisbury
game 5.
3 games to 2 for set.
No real opportunities so far for any breaks of serve. 3-2. Very few points against serve so far. 2-3.
Great return from Salisbury, getting it down, forcing Austin Krajicek to
15.
pop up that volley.
Pick up because it was another good return.
15.
A bit of pressure with the half volley. It's been a good few days for the Brits with the Emma Raducanu story unfolding in the last few days. Incredible achievement by the 18-year-old, the first qualifier into a major singles final. Just mind-boggling stuff. It's really caught the imagination back home, I'm hearing. It's top of all the news bulletins in the UK. Ladies singles final tomorrow. Raducanu taking on Leila Fernandez, 18-year-old, up against a 19-year-old. Quite a week in the women's singles.
Yeah, the Krajicek serve really difficult to read. He gets that tossed in nearly the same spot every time. He can flatten it out or go slice off that toss.
Game. Pegula, Krajicek. 3-all. First set.
44 in the doubles rankings is Austin Krajicek. Week in Cincy, that's in Ohio. Good wins along the way there. Catch and Sinner, they've been a tough pair. In the quarterfinals, Cabal and Farah, of course, from Colombia. Long-time established pair. A tight final there, Mark. Just got away from them. 6-6. Any chances in those sets?
Not really. That was a dominating serve performance for most of the players. Those tie breaks. Granollers and Ceballos got ahead mini breaks early in both of them.
But a nice week overall. It's always a good week. You're making a final at Masters level.
Yeah, great week and unbelievable fans all week in Cincinnati.
It's been a feature here in New York as well. The electric atmosphere back. After staging the event behind closed doors 12 months ago.
A lot of smiles all week from the fans coming through the gates here. It's been so fun to see players, matches, practice.
I think one of the noticeable elements for me as well is how the New York crowd has embraced particularly Leylah Fernandez and Emma Raducanu, you know, sort of a new wave of a new wave of, you know, maybe stars in the making.
30-15.
It hasn't really mattered that they haven't been Americans. They've really got behind those two players.
Yeah, I think New York fans always, you know, like people that put themselves out there, and both, you know, Leylah Fernandez and Emma Raducanu just showing their emotions, you know, getting fired up in front of the crowds and really feeding off the energy, and the fans feel that and they want to give them more and they want to see more of it.
Nice crowd in for the men's doubles final earlier today as well. That was over on our Thrush Stadium. You can tell they opened up the stadium so all the fans down near the bottom of that huge arena, court side, which made for a nice atmosphere.
Krajicek, Salisbury.
Confident as you would expect, Joe Salisbury.
Krajicek, Salisbury lead 4-3. First set.
Still no breaks. 4-3 in 7 games. On serve inside Armstrong. 3-4. Point of the match so far.
Oh, Joe Salisbury almost single-handedly brought them back into the point. Good digging, nice volleys here from Desirae Krawczyk. This one just a little too high. Jessica Pegula finally finishing the point with that smash.
Love.
That is brilliant. Weighted.
13-15.
Lob off the return perfectly, and then again razor sharp up at the net.
Oh, he gets so tight to the net, and he does an unbelievable job keeping his hands out in front so he can put that ball into the open court. Watch the way his hands are way out in front. Oh, good deep return there from Des.
30-all.
There's a half chance then. Key stage of this opening set. my goodness. How good was that?
30-40.
Just such a small backswing. He's able to flick that return and catch Krajicek sneaking towards the middle of the court.
The time to produce a return like that. Break point safe though.
Yes. Deciding point.
And the next deciding points at deuce.
Game. Pegula, Croatia.
So the Americans survive. Much tougher game on
4
serve.
games on. First set.
On that occasion. 4 apiece. Krajicek based down in Texas, I believe, and Jess is out from your part of the world, West Coast.
She was spending a lot of time on the West Coast. Now she spends most of her time in the Boca area in Florida. Family's up in Buffalo.
She grew up very close. Getting mixed up with Kravchuk, I know.
Kravchuk, yes.
Kravchuk grew up very close to Indian Wells.
Yes.
Just a couple of miles away, I believe.
Yep, Palm Desert.
Palm Desert. Salisbury from London. He's a London boy. Putney, which is not too far away from Wimbledon. A couple of stops on the district line, the tube line.
Not up. 15-30.
Yeah, Salisbury and Krawczyk are doing a good job mixing up looks, being very active at the net, keeping the return team constantly guessing, is she going, is she staying, where do I hit this return?
There we go then. An opportunity now
30-40.
for the All-American team. If you can get the service to 30-40, it guarantees you a couple of looks to break with the deciding point. First one slips away.
Yes. Deciding point.
Looks like it'll be Austin Krajicek who's going to take on the return.
Game.
Salisbury survives.
Krajicek, Salisbury. Krajicek, Salisbury. 5 games to 4.
Serve after some comfortable holds. It's the second seeds up 5-4. Austin Krajicek serving 4-5 first set. It's got a fair bit of swing to it, hasn't it? That lefty serve. And the tee just moving away from you.
Let. First service.
Too many of those the last few days. There's no line umpires on court. That's one of the cameras that a few official will be keeping an eye on.
30 left.
official sits in a booth and watches those cameras in terms of calling foot faults. All the line calls automatically generated by the cameras around the court.
Game.
Vicious
Krajicek.
lefty swing serve again.
There's just so much spin on it, moving away from the returner. Also in mixed doubles, we play with the women's ball, a regular duty Wilson tennis ball. It's a little thinner felt, a little lighter. It's just, it gives a little extra boost to the players when they're serving. Same reason you also might see the male players fly a few more returns, just they're not quite used to that lighter ball.
Pretty quick courts this year at the US Open as well. Has that generally been popular amongst the players?
I think so. I think it's especially popular, you know, among the fans, seeing different playing styles being rewarded, seeing a little more contrast in the types of players who have success on these courts.
Oh!
Krawczyk able to back up that second serve that came in pretty slowly with some tremendous depth on her first ball.
Easy day in New York today. Tough conditions for anyone on the outside courts that don't have quite as much shelter as these stadium courts. Particularly some of the juniors, fair few junior matches today, catching up after the rain yesterday. Action in the wheelchair draws as well.
Usually a finger down means a body serve. Closed fist generally means staying. Oh.
15 cutting.
Yeah, for some people too, the closed fist means go, so Joe Salisbury's going. There's a lot of court for Jessica Pegula to hit into. Krajicek might have missed her spot just by a little bit. Very active Joe Salisbury up there. You know, part of your job in mixed doubles as the male player is to, you know, try to take the returner's eye off the ball. You can really help out your partner's serve by being a distraction up in the net, forcing the returner to look at something else other than the server.
Big point, 5-all, 30-all. Let's go up the line again.
14 cutting.
Started to find a couple of first serves when it mattered in this game. Such good hands.
Krajicek, Salisbury.
From Salisbury just redirecting
Krajicek,
that one.
Salisbury lead 6 games to 5.
Back to the face. They move ahead once more, 6-5. Just Pegula then serving 5-6, looking to take this into a breakup.
Yeah, Austin Krajicek up there doing his part now, trying to get close to the net, trying to get involved, pick off some returns, take some of the pressure off Jessica Pegula in the back of the court. Nice serve there from Pegula. Pretty good pace. It's a part of her game. She's worked on continuing to make more of a weapon, try to get some more free points off her serve.
Fault.
(30-15).
Fault.
(14-10).
So a couple of points to force a shootout here. It's been a tight first set. A couple of break points per team so far. 32 points apiece so far. Oh, very nice.
Pegula Krajicek
Finds the gap, gets the hold.
gets home, first set, tiebreak.
And things get serious.
Fault.
One zero. Krawczyk Salisbury.
It was a more difficult overhead from Krajicek than it appeared to be. The ball was pretty high. That topspin makes it come down a little quicker. It's a little tougher to hit that offensive lob as an overhead, and the ball was just, had a bunch of backspin.
Solid from Krajicek.
1-all.
Starting to get tougher if there's a bit of wind. More sheltered this court. This is a big stadium, 14,000 seater there or thereabouts. It does have those sort of openings on all four sides, doesn't it? So you do get that wind coming through a little bit. Oh, what a lob that was.
2-1. Krawczyk.
Great feel from Salisbury. Good lob or into the deep part of the court. It's the longest diagonal on the court there, the cross-court lob. Jessica Pegula, she had that look where she knew she was in trouble as soon as that ball got up in the air. What a shot.
Gives the second seeds the early edge.
Fault.
Brilliant. Again, it's Joe Salisbury showcasing his net play.
The awareness when he has just a little bit of time, in those quick exchanges, the awareness to move that ball into a difficult place for his opponent. Gosh, he's probably one of the best in the world at that.
Amazing, isn't it? Split-second decision-making. Ability just to, as you say, just to redirect that ball into an awkward position.
presence of mind when things are happening so quickly
Krajicek, Salisbury.
to see that option and to play it there.
Looks relaxed today, doesn't he, Joe? After
Yeah, the day's already been great.
yeah, they don't get much better, do they? Pick up another Grand Slam title. He's riding the wave at the moment. This is turning into a good passage of play
5
for the second seeds. They might
Krajicek,
have
Salisbury.
already done enough in this breaker. It's a must-win point
Krajicek, Salisbury.
for the American team. Try and make something happen on return now.
Six-2. Krajicek, Salisbury.
Each perfect with the first serve. He's at 4 set points. And we go, rock solid, a couple of points from Joe Salisbury. And the second seeds are looking good at this stage for a place in the final. They take the opening set 7 games to 6.
Second set. Krajicek to serve.
So down a set. Do it the hard way now. Just Krajicek to get this second set underway. Some good momentum right now.
Love 15.
It just feels like every single point they're there, and every single point they're making Pegula and Krajicek, come up with shots. They're not giving them anything for free, and then they're making a ton of balls and putting them in weird positions over and over again.
Fifteen all. T15.
Perhaps with a chance towards the end of that rally to finish. Just didn't quite get hold of the volley, did he? And Krajicek and Salisbury back in the point.
How many times were they able to extend the point? And they made them pay for not being able to finish.
Good volley, making the difference from Desirae Krawczyk.
How often do we see 20-shot rallies and doubles?
40-30. Game. Pegula, Krajicek. First game. Second set.
Hold in the end. Still Krajicek with 4 ATP doubles titles. Most recent was on the clay in Kitzbühel in the mountains. That was last summer with the Croat Franco Skugor. Titles during the summer 2019. One of those level 2. In fact, that's something with another British player, Dom Inglot, and Togenbosch on the grass. That's in the Netherlands just before Wimbledon, and then Atlanta, part of the US Open Series. First coming with Rajiv Ram, of course, who now plays alongside Joe. That was Moscow 2018.
Fault.
Can turn it around. So that would be a first major final for Mr. Krajicek.
Really using a lot of the body serve today. For the handcuff, Jessica Pegula. Usually it's a sign of a lot of respect for the return. If you're serving someone with body, you don't want that person to extend their arms and get clean hits on the ball.
30 love.
Took out the Russians in the French final. Salisbury and Krawczyk.
40 love.
There's Nina and Karatsev in a deciding breaker. That's another strike volley. Wrap up another
Krawczyk, Salisbury.
smooth game on serve.
1 game on, second set.
The Salisbury serve is not that overpowering, but the location. He's so good at serving the wide serve on both sides of the box and serving it pretty far up the line to create that angle.
That's a big forehand from Pegula.
15 love.
Fault.
Love. love. Game. Pegula, Krajicek. New balls, please.
Early stages of this second.
Pegula, Krajicek lead 2 games to 1. Second set, first set. Krawczyk,
Stage 2-1.
love.
That's too good.
He just finds a way to put himself in the middle of the play.
30 love.
Such good anticipation from Salisbury. And then, you know, what a lot of doubles players don't do is they get ready for the next one after the first ball they pick off. Good poach here. A lot of times, someone who doesn't play as much doubles gets caught with their racket down right there, but he's ready for the next one.
Yeah, the recovery was incredible. Salisbury getting his racket on everything at the moment.
30-15.
Good enough that time, but another reflex volley. And again.
14-15.
They have nowhere to go. He cuts off that first ball, and he's controlling that middle part of the court right by the net strap.
2 hands that time. Salisbury wall.
Fourteen, 30. Krajicek, Salisbury.
Some going from Jim Salisbury.
2 games out, second set.
Seems to be everywhere. Reminder to head to usopen.org. That's your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, stats, and draws. Official tournament website, usopen.org.
Fifteen left. Love.
Nice teamwork there. Jessica Pegula going with the short angle cross court. Austin Krajicek recognizing that ball and moving himself accordingly.
Let's. First service.
Oh!
14 love.
Hitting his spots up the tee in the second set. Different formation this time.
Game. Pegula Krajicek
on serve.
Pegula Krajicek with 3 games to 2. Second
The lefty.
set. First set. Krawczyk is also
Tight set so far, 3-2. Salisbury serving 2-3. So Murray and Matic Sands won 2019. In fact, that was the second of back-to-back titles for the British-American pair. In 2018, Jamie won in 2017 as well. Martina Hingis that time, so 3 in a row for Jamie.
30 love.
Pretty solid.
14 love.
Looks so relaxed out there, doesn't he? Just oozing confidence.
Let first service.
Very nice.
How
casual was that?
That's a confident choice right there.
Second
confident choice, and just every time the returner has to hit, they're stretched.
Time there. 3 apiece. Oh, what a wonderful angle. Krawczyk.
Love 15.
Yeah, great hustle there. Great staying with the play. Recognizing that Krajicek didn't get a clean hit on this ball that should have been put away. Walked the tightrope there, tried to avoid hitting the net. Might have thrown him off a little bit. Better job staying with that overhead right there.
Out. 30, 15.
It's been a good game on serve so far from Pegula.
Game Pegula Krajicek.
So no signs
Pegula
of
Krajicek
cracking so
four
far,
games to
despite
three.
being
Second set.
down a set.
First set.
Advantage of serving
Krawczyk
first,
serve.
though, again 4-3. The ultra marathon running, so this is good for the mental discipline.
15
Not particularly easy to get the training in, particularly with COVID, because of course, while the tour's been back on, all sorts of different restrictions. So said Austin Krajicek, a lot of time on the treadmill, which is less interesting, but when they've been allowed to get outside around the world, the double bonus, quite a nice way of discovering cities. So he's running around Belgrade and Paris, and a different look at some of the sites when you're putting the miles in ahead of that 100k race. I should say it helped him through the shutdown, giving him something to focus on. It's been important for everyone.
30-15.
Good communication there, an early call from Krajicek. Mine called Pegula off it when it made sure that ball was put away.
$14-15.
It's been something else today from Joe Salisbury. No wonder he's smiling. He can do no wrong.
What a pickup here from Joe Salisbury.
Second set.
Nobody's home over there. Nice hands there, watching it go in.
Felt good. So 4-piece second set.
Last 15.
It's probably worth mentioning at this stage. If this does go 3, then it's a deciding breaker in the mixed to settle the match. Although Salisbury and Krawczyk are up, settle, up a set 4-all, a couple of games away in theory. Missed it, just long. Could battle, but it's one of those situations when you've got the serve breaker, the momentum can switch quickly, can't it? Even though there's one team down a set, you get hot for maybe 10-15 minutes. You can turn these kind of matches around quickly.
Absolutely. If you're Krajicek, Pegula, you need about 10 good minutes. Maybe you somehow manage to hold here, sneak out a break, and then play a good tie break, and the match is yours.
That is quite brilliant.
Love 40.
He's played his starring role today, Joe Salisbury.
Just had a feeling getting to this stage, they were going to make Pegula and Krajicek play a lot of balls, make a lot of returns in play. It's a great lob there up the line. Tough shot right there.
Oh!
Points of potentially 4 for the second seeds. The possibility of a deciding point gets juice. And there it is. They convert the first.
Krawczyk, Salisbury.
And they're in the driving seat now.
Krawczyk, Salisbury need 5 games to fall. Second set.
A hold away.
And 1 set to love.
From a place in the final. So looking to apply the finishing touches. Joe Salisbury has been quite brilliant at times today. Rock solid on serve. Just pointed Mark to the first serve percentage in this second set. That is off the scale, isn't it?
Life's good when you're serving 95%. That's unbelievable.
Crazy number. 80% of the match.
Nice move there from Jessica Pegula.
15
Getting out of her comfort zone, going, poaching, especially with her backhand. Not that easy to do.
Take mistake second time around. 2 points away now.
13-15.
Impressive game on serve so far from the British player. Match points for the second seeds.
Game 7.
That was
Krawczyk, Salisbury. 2 sets to
from the
love.
number 2 seeds, Joe
7-6.
who picked
6-4.
up the men's doubles title earlier today alongside Desirae Krawczyk from the US. Still on for 3 Grand Slam mixed titles this season. Go through 7-6, 6-4.
Thanks.
All right, New York, let's hear it for
Just seemed to be that extra level of confidence, that extra gear in the biggest moments made a difference today.
You're exactly right. They were just more solid when it mattered most. They put more returns in play when it mattered. You know, a couple reflex volleys here and there, and a little more composure in those moments, and that was enough. And Joe Salisbury, just unbelievable tennis today out of him.
Congratulations. You guys are US Open finalists, which is a massive deal. But Desirae, as far as the match was concerned, between the lines, what worked particularly well for you guys today?
Oh gosh. Well, I think Joe carried me after his men's doubles finals, so no, we played. No, I think we just played really well, and I just came up clutch with a couple of points. So yeah.
Joe, you're kind of hogging the titles here, it looks like, but what's the feeling, man? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, he is the 2021 men's doubles champion, Joel Salisbury. How are you feeling physically, or does it even matter when you're experiencing this kind of elation after a big win?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think it matters too much. I'm just running on adrenaline and excitement. Yeah, obviously so happy to get the title earlier today, and then quick turnaround, but obviously was feeling good after that. Kind of came on here, relaxed, we went after it, and yeah, we played some good tennis, so obviously really happy to be in the final of the mixed as well.
Desirae, we'll let you go and enjoy this here, but how do you explain 2 mixed doubles majors already this year, going for a 3rd? What's the deal? I mean, is there something about mixed doubles that seems to work better for your game? What's the explanation?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I just enjoyed a lot more. I don't know why, but no, it's been surreal to win 2 and then 1 against Joe, but it's okay. We're here together and we're happy to be in the finals, so yeah.
Congratulations to you guys. Well played, well deserved. Make some noise, everyone. Joel Salisbury, Desirae Krawczyk.